AITC continues to oppose CAA. We know that BJP is trying to divert. This is a diversionary tactic of the recent order of the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Particularly when it comes on the CA, it has nothing to do with the CA, particularly this order.
Politics over recent centre's order in which the Ministry of Home Affairs has extended the cut-off date for entry into India under Citizenship Amendment Act to December 31st, 2024 has already begun. The first ones to oppose is All India Trinamool Congress. The Trinamool Congress claims that through this, by the modification of these orders, centre is trying to bring in NRC through back door. So the first reactions which we got were from All India Trinamool Congress. Let's listen in as to what are the reasons, why are they opposing this new change in the CAA law.
All India Trinamool Congress chairperson Srimati Mamata Banerjee and the All India General Secretary, Member of Parliament Abhishek Bandyopadhyay, have reiterated in the past that CAA will not be allowed. AITC continues to oppose CAA. We know that BJP is trying to divert. This is a diversionary tactic of the recent order of the Ministry of Home Affairs, which mentions about extension of the date for CAA till December 2025. So CAA will follow NRC. It is their ploy. We know what ECI is doing through SIR is also a backdoor to NRC. This will not be allowed by All India Trinamool Congress, which continues to oppose CAA and NRC.
But to get the specifics right as to what these new changes actually mean, we also spoke to experts, we also spoke to those activists who have been fighting for the people, for refugees for a long time. Hindu Singh Soda, who is from Jodhpur, is a refugee activist. Let's listen in as to what he has to say, because he tries to explain it to us what this modification actually means. So I'm joined by Hindu Singh Soda, who is a social political activist based in Jodhpur, Rajasthan, and is currently engaged in working on rights of refugees. So sir, thank you so much. What do you make of this recent order of Ministry of Home Affairs? There is a lot of speculation that it has extended the date of CAA to 31st December 2024, as it was earlier to 2014. So for 10 years it has been extended. What do you have to say on that?
This order, particularly of the Ministry of Home Affairs, which is actually this is of the first this September only. So this order says that there are so many categories. In that defense categories, there are so many countries are included. But then, particularly when it comes on the CA, it has nothing to do with the CA, particularly this order. Because the order clearly says that people who are migrated from the neighboring countries due to persecution and religious discrimination they have faced over there in their country of origin, that is Pakistan, Afghanistan, and Bangladesh. So those minorities can stay here even after the expiry of the valid documents. They carry the passport of that particular country, say people who are coming from Pakistan and with whom we are working at the moment. So they actually carry the passport of Pakistan. After coming over here, they are getting registered with the concerned FRO. It is a Foreign Registration Office. So even if then Foreign Registration Office, FRO gives them long-term visa. And long-term visa has one condition that after extension, once they get, and then at the extension time, it needs the valid documents. Valid means valid passport and everything. So now it will not be needed. People who entered till 31st December 2024. So this is a positive and good news in a way. But then we would again remind the government that our old demand, that is the CA's cutoff date is this 31st December 2014. Only people who came before that can apply under CA. So that date should be extended. And this order of, for the persecuted minorities, is, I can see that, kind of a one step toward it, but then we need full-fledged regime in terms of these people to get Indian citizenship.
When we spoke to sources, they claim that as many as 10,000 people in Rajasthan alone will benefit from this modification. As far as figures of all India are concerned, the figures would be a little more in number, but not as high as is being anticipated by some political parties. They also, point out that the states which have been opposing CAA for so long, which also includes West Bengal and Assam, there the number of people who have benefited from this law is very low. As far as Assam is concerned, the figure is very low. In fact, the chief minister of the state himself said, when he was speaking to the reporters on Wednesday, he himself said that as many as only 3 people have benefited from this CAA law. As far as Bengal is concerned, the figure there is also very low. But despite that, maximum number of opposition is being seen from these 2 states, whether it's Assam or whether it's Bengal. Here we would like to point out that the act was passed in December 2019. It provides Indian citizens to non-Muslim migrants from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan who had fled these countries due to religious persecution. Benefit is only being given to people who are either Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis or Christians. So that means minus Muslims, everyone from every community who has fled from these countries are most welcome here in India. The cutoff date, which was earlier set up by the Ministry of Home Affairs, was December 31st, 2014. But there were loud protests even from the activist group also, because they said, when you are trying to give them shelters to these people, how can you set up a deadline and say that these people were persecuted in these countries only till December 31st, 2014. Many applications reached Ministry of Home Affairs also, the Prime Minister's office also and various other ministries also. So these activists feel that this new change in this law is a welcome step, and they say they will keep fighting for people who are being religiously persecuted in these countries, even who have come to India after December 31st, 2024 also. As far as this notification is concerned, the notification clearly says a person belonging to a minority community in Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Christians who were compelled to seek shelter in India due to religious persecution or fear of religious persecution and entered the country on or before 31st, 2024 without valid documents or with documents that have expired will be exempted from the requirement of a valid passport and visa. So this is the main point, that even if you don't have valid documents, valid visa, you would be allowed to stay here if you have come to this country before December 31st, 2024. So this is a big relief for people who have been fighting and who have been appealing to all these ministries. Interestingly, another aspect which has been pointed out by the government officials, that after Pahalgam, no one has come from any of these countries to India seeking benefit from this law. So, but this this law obviously is going to help many people who have been staying here and who have been fighting this battle. But despite that, politics on this issue continues, and it will continue more so because Bihar elections are also around the corner. Maximum number of protests, as I mentioned, are being heard from Assam and West Bengal. In New Delhi, this is Neeta Sharma reporting for Indian Express.